The president went on, I hear Jimmy Kimmel is next. Nope, no, absolutely not, Kimmel. I am the martyr, okay?
It started with the bows that shattered the internet and escalated to the bows that shook a man's ego. The scene? Pure vintage Donald Trump. On a stage in Ohio, before a roaring crowd, the former president decided to rewrite his academic legacy. Sweat gleamed under the arena lights as he leaned over the podium and bellowed. They say I'm not smart, but I went to the Wharton School of Finance. Not only that I was at the very top. Number one, professors came to me for advice. The crowd erupted. The internet sighed. Meanwhile, in New York City, inside the Ed Sullivan Theater, Stephen Colbert wasn't sighing. He was hunting. By the time The Late Show went live, the vibe had shifted. Colbert skipped his usual entrance antics. No playful gestures, no quick chats with the audience. He strode to his desk, lowered himself into the chair, and placed a hefty leather-bound book before him. Good evening, everyone. Colbert began, his voice unusually grave. Yesterday, the president told Ohio something extraordinary, that he was the valedictorian at Wharton. Number one, top of his class. He paused, eyes locked on the camera, a sly, predatory grin spreading across his face.
Friday, Donald Trump posted, I absolutely love that Colbert got fired. His talent was even less than his ratings. How dare you, sir? Would an untalented man be able to compose the following satirical witticism? Go
Now, that's a bold claim, Colbert said, tapping the heavy leather-bound book. Because usually, when you're number one, someone writes it down somewhere like, I don't know, the commencement program. The audience held its breath. Colbert continued. So, we called the University of Pennsylvania Archives. And guess what? They have a copy. Silence fell like a heavy curtain. You could hear a pin drop. Colbert opened the book with the reverence of a magician revealing a sacred secret. Here's the list of students who graduated summa cum laude with highest honors, he said, running a finger down the page. Nope, not there. He flipped to magna cum laude. High honors, he said, scanning again. Still nothing. Then cum laude. 56 names. Colbert squinted. I see a Thompson, a Turner, but strangely no Trump. He looked up, eyes sparkling with mischief. But don't worry, folks. We didn't stop there. From the back of the book, he pulled a yellowed sheet of paper, loose and official. The camera zoomed in. Donald Trump claimed he was number one. Colbert said, voice rising for emphasis. But according to this, he paused, letting it sink in. Out of a graduating class of 366 students, Donald Trump ranked Colbert, held the silence for a full, brutal 4 seconds, letting the weight of the truth settle over the audience. Number 364, that the audience didn't just laugh, they exploded. Shock and hilarity collided in a single roar. Colbert held the paper aloft. 364? He shouted over the chaos. 2 people did worse, and one of them dropped out in junior year. The studio shook, but Colbert wasn't finished. Adjusting his glasses, he leaned in. There's a footnote here from his economics professor, Dr. Kelly. Let's see what the genius was noted for. He squinted at the text. It says, Donald sits in the front row, not to learn, but because he believes the lighting is better for his hair. Laughter swelled into a standing ovation. Colbert slammed the book shut with a heavy thud. Mr. Trump, he said, locking eyes with the camera, you weren't top of the class. You weren't even near the bottom of the bottom. You were the guy the curve was invented for. He tossed the book aside. Class dismissed. The clip went viral instantly. The number one claim had been obliterated, not by a pundit, but by a librarian. Trump had boasted about a crown he never earned, and Colbert had revealed the dunce cap he actually wore. The audience's roar was more than laughter. It was the sound of a myth collapsing under the weight of a GPA.